Hello, Emma Flanagan. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Thank you very much. And here's our executive summary.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you. And whenever you're ready.
How about now?
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of your flight. This is a phrase that many airlines in the industry use today when addressing their customers during pre-departure. Today, however, we must all sit up, focus in, and collaborate on how to solve the unethical dilemmas within the airline industry. 90 seconds. In the 90 seconds allotted for this presentation, all air carriers must be able to evacuate in case of emergency in accordance to the FAA. However, the British Airways flight that recently caught on fire took 180 seconds to evacuate. The shrinkage of seat regulations must be addressed to ensure the safety and efficient exit process of all customers. Mr. Wilson, our representative from United Airlines today, can surely attest to the fallout of their overbooking scandal which occurred in 2017 in which a man was violently dragged off of a plane. Overbooking catastrophes such as this must come to an end by partnering with fellow carriers and, most importantly, addressing all issues within the airline terminal and not in the airline itself. Next, we have Mr. Tiso from Southwest, who can surely attest to the fallouts of false advertising, which resulted in a $200,000 fine due to a fare sale too good to be true. Trust must start with us, and establishing good rapport with customers is extremely vital. At the end of the day, we must all come together as one. Discrimination must be ended by ensuring good relationships between the customers and employees. Is it even feasible to evacuate a Boeing 747 with 400 passengers in 90 seconds? Buckle up, because this flight is about to be very turbulent if these issues are not addressed. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sarah. Do you mind if I sit at the table with you, Gail, for the meeting together?
You certainly can. Let me just clear a little bit of the clutter off, although meetings do have clutter, don't they?
Meetings do have fun.
The dollar store would be very unhappy.
An entire other ethical issue that we need to talk about.
All right, so.
I'm ready. I have some concerns about what we've been talking about today. Sort of as we realize that competitors are entering our market and looking for cobalts to supply Tesla's self-driving cars, Uber's self-driving cars, Toyotas, and we're looking to corner the market for our own products, including smartphones. I understand that our entire business model is based off of the mineral cobalt. I have some real concerns about leaning into buying from miners directly in the DRC. The Democratic Republic of the Congo is the most war-torn place on earth, and a lot of these people that we're looking into buying cobalt from are mining this mineral by hand. Their contributions are going to militias, to sexual assault, to all sorts of instability that make Congo a worse place. And it doesn't really match up with our brand, with the social and technological innovator that's going to want to build our product in the first place. We're seeing tech companies get more and more flack for the skirting of regulations that haven't even been made yet. And so I'm not saying that we need to not lean into Congo. I'm saying that we need to lean into Congo not just for our product, not just economically, but for social responsibility as well. Because if we're not leaving Congo better than we found it, if we're exacerbating some of the most atrocious human rights violations known to man, seen in our modern time, then Apple's not going to make a profit off of this. I just think that we can combine a little more of an ethical, humanitarian approach with our profit margin as well. And I think it would be a mistake for us not to just step back and think about things a little bit before we continue. Thank you.
Let me know when you're ready.
As I've been sitting here listening to this conversation we have about the patent situation, I think it's important to bring up ethical considerations. And the way I see it, we've got a few big ethical problems here. First, Allergan promised to engage in fair market competition. But let's face it, this patent deal isn't fair. When the court decided that the Restasis formula was too obvious to patent, we just hid it behind tribal sovereign immunity. The only reason we are keeping patients is because they lack any other option. And second, another problem is that we are taking advantage of an impoverished Native American tribe. Restasis makes Allergan $1.5 billion a year. We're paying the tribe $15 million. 1% is not fair compensation. When we transferred the patents to the tribe, they became part of our supply chain. Without them, we couldn't have this deal. Thirdly, this goes against something we believe in, our commitment to R&D. We promise customers innovative medicine, but the only thing we've done is find a loophole to shield our patents behind. And finally, the biggest problem we have is the dangerous precedent we are setting. What happens when every other company starts hiding their patents behind Native American tribes? We are setting a very dangerous precedent. We are putting the very value of intellectual property at risk. Sovereign immunity should not be a monetizable commodity. Thank you.
You know when you're ready?
Ready? JP Morgan has an ethical conundrum, not only to usher their clients, but also the financial community into the new cryptocurrency and blockchain age. We see three ethical dilemmas while facing this asset. We see value and volatility issue, an anonymity issue, and regulatory uncertainty. However, the fact of the matter is, the genie is out of the bottle. These cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology are not going anywhere. JP Morgan is a Goliath in the banking industry. Therefore, they should use their scope, power, and capital in order to legitimize not only these cryptocurrencies, but also the blockchain technology that comes with them. This will help preserve both the anonymity and mitigate the negative factors that come along with this anonymity. They'll be able to do this through working with regulators both now and well into the future. Not only will they do this, but JP Morgan also has to help save their clients and others from the perils of unregulated exchanges such as Mt. Gox. JP Morgan has to be the leader in this industry right now. Not only will they help their business, their clients, and the financial markets as a whole, but they will help develop the blockchain technology now and well into the future. Thank you.
Hi, Brent Redmond. Nice meeting you.
You know when you're ready.
I'm ready. Whenever you purchase a product or a service from a company, is there not an implicit expectation from both parties that the client should receive a quality product that performs as advertised by the seller? Especially today, when computing systems are becoming increasingly more complex and dynamic, this implicit contract has become ever more important as well, as software performance degradation not only affects the longevity and reputation of the business who sells the product, but also the lives of the members of our society who become adversely affected by a faulty piece of software. Of course, I speak with regards to our Odyssey case management system, of which contains software errors that have resulted in wrongful incarcerations, as well as wrongfully lengthened and shortened jail sentences. And these consequences have been the result of negligence, poor integration tactics, and a lack of variance control across a wide range of computer architectures that use our software day in and day out. And when you get down to it, we're not just dealing with numbers in a computer system. These numbers are actual human beings, all of whom deserve the right to a high-performing criminal justice system that we claim to be such huge contributors to. And as a corporation in the criminal justice system, we have an absolute obligation to fulfill and foster justice, as well as provide our clients with a service that truly empowers them. And so I ask you, shall we continue to sweep these important problems under the rug and watch as innocent individuals continue to be adversely affected by our esteemed software? Or are we instead going to swallow our pride, fix these long-standing problems, and come clean to the public? For the sake of our company, as well as those we're affecting, I strongly recommend the latter. Thank you.